Hello everyone, and welcome back. We're back with finally continuing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. For those of you who don't know, I actually finished the first game, and then took a break from it while I played Persona 5 Strikers. But now I'm done with streaming Persona 5 Strikers, so today we will be getting the second game, Justice for All. So I hope you'll enjoy that, and hopefully it won't be as frustrating as the last trial of the first game was. So, let's get started. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough! You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Oh. Hello. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title! September 8th, 9:08 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, that happened. What a way to start the game. Oh, wow, that's his ringtone. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. Probably! I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Beep. Huh. Looks like they hung up. Oh, good. I finally found it. Wait, what? Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but it's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. Hey! Again, that happened. A few minutes later, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Ouch, my head. It's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there?
Good morning!
Ah! Good morning.
What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit?
Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts.
Roger that!
I feel like I'm going with a female version of that one character. I can't remember his name, but he was in the last trial of the first game. Am I in trouble or something?
Huh? Trouble?
Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong.
Well, what are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble.
What?
I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Life in my hands?
You promised me! You said you would prove that I was not guilty!
Not guilty?
Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever!
What is this girl babbling about?
Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir.
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you?
What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible!
No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that.
Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this!
No, it's just... Well, I think you have the wrong person.
Yes,
Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? Oh, crap! Well, this isn't good. Yeah, this definitely isn't good. The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately?
The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay?
Oh boy. I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. That's who you are. Ah, someone please! Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Oh boy, this is actually an interesting way to start the game though. And if I think they're going where I think they are with this is actually a pretty clever way to do it. Anyway, September 8th, 10 o'clock a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? Not really, but oh well. I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. You probably should have heard him out this time. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer.
A policeman? You did what to a policeman?
It wasn't me! And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant.
Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness.
It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time.
Oh boy.
I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie.
Okay. And who are you again? You know, I actually wouldn't be surprised if he had forgotten him, even if he didn't have amnesia.
The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand.
Oh boy.
Here we go! Don't let me down, Mr. Wright!
Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead.
Witness!
Actually, I should be looking at the court record. Oh, not much. Attorney's badge. It's my all-important badge. Shows that I'm a defense attorney. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got there. Oh boy. Dustin's autopsy report. Time of death, September 6th at 6:28 p.m. Cause broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. And yet they think this little girl did it. Okay. Glasses found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. Okay. Maggie Bird, age 22, my client. The only thing I can recall is that she's a policewoman. Dustin Prince, age 30, the victim and a policeman. It seems that he was dating the defendant, Maggie Bird. Dustin. Okay. Dustin Prince. Ugh. Winston Payne, age 53, the prosecutor for this case, lacks presence, generally bad again as points across. Yep, gonna have to get used to these bad puns again.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective?
Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me.
Okay, calm down, I believe you.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck.
The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday.
Oh yes, this autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I don't know, because I looked in the court record and we have a copy. But I guess I jumped the gun a bit doing that. I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victims washed off from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death.
If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph.
Very well. The court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. Crime photo 1. The victim fell from the walking path above. Let me take another look at it. Okay. Anyway, nothing I can really do with it right now. Now then, I recall yesterday's preliminary hearing. A very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there?
Have you lost your mind?
Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. Oh, come on. You know well, actually, you tried to tell the truth, and, judge wasn't having it.
What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record.
Court record?
Yep. Info about evidence and people involved in this case are all listed there, sir. Yep.
This was for tutorial purposes. Again, not the worst way to do it.
You can look at the court record by pressing the R1 button.
The R1 button, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you?
It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead.
Why aren't you? Oh well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Court is in session. Save your chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again? The R1 button? Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. Which don't look anything like what the one she's wearing. But okay. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir. And held on to them as they fell.
Hey! Why are you giving me the evil eye?
Those glasses you're wearing.
Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses I found at the scene of the crime are not mine! I swear, sir!
You sure about that?
Look, it was a coincidence that on that same day I accidentally stepped on mine.
A coincidence, she says. Urgh.
Hey, Reen, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? And protect the waifu. Yes, we definitely shall.
Even though Phoenix has no idea what's going on right now.
Your Honor, I have further evidence to present.
Oh, you have more?
And this evidence is very decisive.
Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence.
Witness testimony, decisive evidence.
There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. But I managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where it landed. Yeah, I'm calling BS on that right now. I don't like saying it, but it was clear that the defendant's name, Magus, with this piece of evidence in the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit.
This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor.
Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here.
The prosecution would like to submit this picture.
Understood. The court accepts it into evidence.
Crime photo 2, a photo of the area around the victim's hand.
As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name as clear as day on the ground.
But, I already told you, those glasses aren't mine!
And how do you explain his dying message?
It's a conspiracy! I'm not guilty, sir!
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine?
This is it! I'm counting on you.
Sure, but what am I supposed to do?
What? This isn't like you at all! Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces!
Get in their faces and do what?
I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court. Which means they lie from time to time.
Lie? But isn't that detective your superior?
Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong.
Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain.
It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies.
So again, how you doing tonight, Reen? Welcome to the stream. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright. Not...
Decisive evidence.
There's something even more incriminating than... During his date, the victim was... Wait a minute. See? Broken neck. I'm sure this is the evidence I need to show, but... Let's see, I managed to write the couple symbols. I don't like saying them. Yeah, I think I need to present it at that statement. Oh, come on, really? Okay, maybe I need to press first. The culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... Was the name that of my client? Let me check something.
Don't give up! Keep that fine spirit going!
I'm glad you're all pumped up, but...
I really want to see your special moves, sir!
My what?
You always look so cool when you present evidence.
Present... evidence? Actually, I was just thinking about that.
Yes! The great Phoenix Wright is back! Oh, that's right.
Huh?
I heard that lately you can present not only evidence, but people's profiles as well. It sure makes things a bit more complicated, so be careful, sir.
People's profiles, huh? Alright, let's give this another try. Wait, really? About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client? The lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kinda like the ones she's wearing in ID, pal. It does. What should I do now? Yeah, let's continue pressing. Hold it! Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? The dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else. So what you're saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my client's. Something like that.
Whoa, what?
I see. So there is no proof.
Wow, that was amazing! I could totally feel it down in my gut.
Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. Time of death, 9/6 at 6:28 p.m. Cause broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. Are you absolutely certain? Saw, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says maggot. He's got a point.
Hey, hold on!
Huh?
Don't harm me! I know the picture says Maggie, but...
Now she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture.
That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence.
Okay, I think I know what to do now. So that's what spawning a contradiction feels like. I better check the court record again. Yeah, I think I know what to do now. With this piece of evidence... Yeah, see, you can't see it in this photo. Oh, come on. You don't. Fine. Fine, let's try with this one. Oh, come on! Fine. You're certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground? There were scratches on his fingers from the rough sand. And there were grains of sand stuck under his pointer fingernail. It certainly seems the name was written by the victim himself. That didn't go well. If the writer really was the victim himself, then we're in a lot of trouble.
Don't give up! Keep that fine spirit going!
I'm glad you're all pumped up, but...
I really want to see your special moves, sir.
My what?
You always look so cool when you present evidence.
Present evidence? Fine, enlighten me. About this presenting evidence.
Okay, when you're listening to testimony, you can compare it with the court record. If you do that, you're sure to find contradictions in the witness's statement.
Contradictions?
Well, there are many reasons why a testimony might contradict the evidence. The witness might be lying, or maybe they're just mistaken.
Uh-huh, and?
You still have no idea what I'm talking about? When you find a contradiction, open the court record to the item you need.
And then I present that evidence, right?
You got it! You can also present people's profiles as evidence. With so many items, make sure you present the right thing.
Sounds complicated, but I'll give it a try. You're pretty good at this.
Wow, being praised by a pro. I don't know what to say.
Oh boy. Okay, hang on a minute. I already did that, didn't I? Darn it! This is getting ridiculous. Wait a minute. Okay, no, that's not what was wanting information on. Okay, hang on. Let me read through all this again. Oh! I may know something. I'm going to save first. Just to make sure, though. Okay, so when that... wait a minute, let me look through all this again. Claiming the glasses are found under the body. Broken neck, body was also covered in bruises. I do, but I've already gone through this. Let's see. He managed to run. Okay, this is already ridiculous. I can't believe I'm having trouble with it already. Okay, wait a minute. Let me look through the profiles. Okay. Wait, so I was supposed to present that photo? But why? Oh, fine, I'll give it a try. Oh! Gosh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Wow. Oh, what is it? What? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush. Detective Gumshoe! You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me.
What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright?
You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please.
Well, where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is, Maggie Bird.
I think someone needs to check the court record.
What? It says right here that's Maggie Bird. Ah!
It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled M-A-G-G-E-Y. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh! How about that? I hadn't even noticed.
But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly.
Dayton, may I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have not known her name.
No!
This is very true. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor?
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, gosh dang these puns, were in fact lovers?
Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to go get a bottle of water. This game, I have to voice act everything, so I definitely need to get. So I'm definitely gonna need a bottle of water to keep going. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. Destin and Maggie. Officer Prince and Officer Bud had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, so Officer Bud had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she get for him. And what did you get? Oh, those two sound like they were close.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Dustin and Maggie. Officer Prince and Officer Bud have been going out for about half a year. How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bud was a rookie at the time. And she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I'd gone on that trip. What is it? Oh, nothing, sir. Really. Anyway. Nothing, huh? It sounded like they were talking about marriage. Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? She's still legally an adult. Fine, whatever. What? You saying a guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all.
Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know.
I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Oh. Okay, I guess I see his problem now. Mind your own business, pal. Trophy her and mind your own business, pal. Press Gumshoe about theory you talk about marriage. Okay, I was not expecting to get a trophy for that. And it's a silver one at that. Okay, that was something. Looks like I might have to press every comment and whether I think I need to or not, just to see if there's any more trophies. Anyway, Officer Bud had gotten Officer Prince a present. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because, I'm a boss, and I gotta watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give us a present, isn't that going a bit too far? Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their... I really don't need to know that much. Oh, hi.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering a witness.
I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant. Really? That should not be the point of discussion at this time. Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? I have no idea. It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I shall have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here. Over 2 months ago? Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. She got my glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him one?
Actually, Your Honor, The glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. A baseball glove. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago? Yeah. Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then, what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. I think I see where this is going. Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made.
Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case.
Yes, it would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case? Oh yeah, I believe it is. I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it is relevant! That glove is the key to this whole case!
Yes! Bluffing to the max!
Girl, I hope I'm not bluffing.
Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great!
Pressing people. Feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court! Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, so... Okay. It's, rather yellow, isn't it? Baseball glove, a birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow, and that's why you had to special order it.
Yep, that's right. That and one other reason.
Okay, I think I'm dumb because I don't know anything much about football. Let me think. Okay, yeah. I think I understand now. I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. I'll be right back again. Just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. I understand where this is going now. Now I'll just have to figure out how to apply it when the time is right. Anyway.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir. Writing on the ground. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Yeah, one problem with that. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Let me check. Let me see what this says exactly. Birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made. Okay. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. Writing on the ground. We first looked into the handwriting. Can you really determine handwriting based on a sample writing written in the sand? Huh, this is why amateurs are amateurs. We're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Scientific investigation in this country is actually pretty good. I believe it's time to get back to the real point.
Agreed, Your Honor. So, what was the result of the investigation?
Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. So, in the end, you couldn't confirm it? Hey, don't you look down on us. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation. I've never heard that before.
Me neither.
Nor I.
I never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir.
Okay, so I made up. Anyway. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. His pointer finger? You know, the one you're always pointing and waving around at people's faces. Don't tell me it bothers you. Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal.
In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct?
Yeah, we figured there should be something on his finger if he had been writing in sand. And the results? And what does that prove? Well, it proves that it did write that name with its own finger.
Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under his nail.
I guess he's right. And there's more. Scratches on his skin. Yep, you can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there. That's incredible. Sure is. That's the power of scientific investigation. It's so small that we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. It's got that really scientific sounding name. You mean a microscope? Yeah, that's it. We used one of those and that's how we found them. I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is. I know, the guy with amnesia remembers what a microscope is, so what's this guy's excuse? From this, we can... Are you absolutely sure? I believe in the power of science. I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter with. Listening to this, you would think there was only one conclusion. That the name was definitely written by the victim.
But don't you think that would be really strange, sir? If Destin really wrote that message with his right hand,
You think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his present? Mm-hmm. There we go. The present? What about it? He's left-handed. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's a glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow, and that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right! This glove is made to be worn on the right hand! That is why it had to be custom-made. I would have never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale. Have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his... Well, wait a sec. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Ah! Really?
I object!
Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. Well, it means there's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Or! When you think about it that way, then yes. I actually have another reason why he couldn't have done it, but whatever. It's not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Meg is...
No! It's not possible!
Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor?
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No! Alright, you did it, Mr. Wright! Phew, I feel like I can breathe again.
It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Oh, well, thank you, sir.
See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir.
Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. Oh, we're not going to find out who did kill him. Well, okay then. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird.
No! Not yet!
Oh, come on.
Please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
Well, what does the mean of this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean?
We would like to call our next witness to the stand.
And you're going to tell us yet another witness when? What? Oh boy. Okay. I knew this was going too easy. And what did this witness...
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit.
What the heck? Order! Order on the court! I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. Yeah, me too. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. The witness is most likely a culprit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. Okay, again, how you doing tonight, Reen? To be continued. Well, I was an idiot, but I got through the first half of the case. Save your progress at this point. Yes, please. Oh, boy. This September 8th, 11:43 a.m. District Court. Dang, that took almost 2 hours in game time. I mean, that took a long time as it is, but okay. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Amnesia?
Yeah, really, Phoenix. When were you gonna tell somebody? Okay, granted. Okay, in his defense, he tried to tell the judge, and he just brushed it off as he'd make an excuse. But, oh well.
Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir?
I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you.
Oh, I know what to do.
You could tell the judge for me, since he wouldn't let me talk.
I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need.
No. I think I'll pass on this one.
Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems.
Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. She didn't mean literally, but okay. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things?
Of course! I'd be honored to! Well, I guess I'll start with my name, and then I can tell you about me.
No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright? What a weird name.
This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help.
This is a business card?
I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay?
Okay. There are some numbers written on the back.
Oh, that's your cell phone number.
Phoenix's business card added to the court record? Is this actually going to come into play in the trial? I guess we'll find out. Just a sec. I guess for now we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case.
This case?
Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know?
What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but...
Cell phone?
Yeah! Your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir.
Hurry up then and tell me. This might be very important.
Okay, Roger.
Wait a minute. So this isn't his phone? Well, that would explain his reaction to it at the beginning of the game. Because if that was his ringtone, I don't think he would have been talking about like that. Anyway...
Okay, Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin.
Aw, she looks cute there. I guess I could imagine someone... Okay, moving on.
All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Beep. Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie.
I just noticed who was on her shirt.
We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m.
What was the time of death again? 6:28. Okay.
Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did.
So where is the phone you found now?
I gave it to you yesterday.
Huh? To me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this?
Do you think it has anything to do with the murder?
I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Ah! You were here all along! Oh. Okay, wow, my voice is way off. Sorry, Mia.
You're so mean! I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up! And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left!
Ah! Now who in the heck is this? Let me guess, I'm supposed to know this girl, too.
Hey, good morning, Maggie! And a good morning to you too, Maya! So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super important evidence! Here you are, Nick, the thing you wanted me to bring.
Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it.
It was kinda tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good.
No good? As in...
There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group.
Names lists added to the court record. A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Members of a con artist group? Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this?
Don't look at me!
And where did you get this list from in the first place?
What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday!
Oh, is that right?
These numbers are in the memory of that phone Maggie found.
So that's where they're from.
You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Ouch. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is...
Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately.
Oh, oops, guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Well, wish us luck.
I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't.
Come on, Nick. Better get a move on.
Yeah. September 8th, 11:54 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 2. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked that the court might be a little lenient on...
There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness a drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
Really? Hello! I know you! I already know you.
Please state your name for the court, witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who has taken a walk.
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me a university but to give it just a... Gosh dang it, dude! I'm not pushing the button, it's going this fast.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I'll be more careful now.
Can I read that? Can I read that again? No? Fine. Ugh. Okay, did you catch any of what he just said, Reen? Probably not, none of it's important, but still. Not really, but I think that was the point. Yeah, I know. And like I said, none of it is probably important, so it doesn't matter.
Well, what is he, a human chatterbox?
I have to question him. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates only did apply. Oh gosh, dang it. Yep. I'm gonna love tearing into this guy. Glasses, but you aren't wearing glasses. Uh-huh. So he isn't. Alrighty then. Moving on. That's enough. Your name, witness. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down? I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. You just want your name! Damn it! I'm sorry, it won't happen again. No! Don't apologize! Gosh dang it. Oh man. I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I'm Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. Oh, Lord. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Ahem, Mr. Wellington. On the day of the murder, you were taking strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a pubescent boy out on a walk with Mummy. I already don't like this guy. If you must know,
Anyway, please testify to this court what you saw during your walk through the park.
See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know, what you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington. When I saw that... I'm with Phoenix now. I can't believe I have to interrogate this guy. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. Your life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. The what? This guy's gonna give me a headache. I know what the banana was, but gosh dang it. That was certainly a decisive testimony.
Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah,
That's all you had to say? How can you be so calm?
it's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client.
You mean Maggie?
Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying! Gee, you think? You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. What? I still... Oh, gosh, dang it. I'm going to have to be careful then. I was at the park all afternoon. So, you were at the park all afternoon? You seem to have a lot of free time. That was very rude of you, but then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name trashy university. No-name trashy? Now, this might be hard for a mush-headed, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country. But I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please. Which university I go to will directly affect the very future of this country. Arrogant little snot. Oh, thank you. How did you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Is that the best you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? I doubt that matters where you're going exactly. You're just a third-rate, biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you. Ugh, his arrogance is really intolerable. So what should I do now? Let's press harder. Answer the question. How did you know what time it was? I can't believe I had to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun. Oh, if you think this is fun, dealing with you at this time... Ugh! I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain it so that even a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There was this little thing they call a clock at the park. Was there? Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's a thing that tells you the time. Oh, right. Forgot about that. As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in this picture of the crime scene. Yeah... Wait a minute. $6.28. That... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I have a problem with that. Oh, so it is. I looked at that clock, and that's how I knew the time. But you said... But if you ask me, this whole concept of the... Oh, gosh dang it! No! Ugh! And yet again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time. In any case... Okay, hang on a minute. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. Well, okay. But still. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. And how did you know he was a police officer? Well, he was wearing his uniform at the time, supposedly, but I guess Silver Phoenix wouldn't remember that, so... You obviously have no idea how powerful my detective reasoning skills are. Whatever! He was wearing a police uniform at the time of the date, supposedly. So... At least I think he was. That's what I seem to remember from the... Yeah, so he was wearing his uniform at the time of... death. Why he was wearing his police uniform when he was out on a date, supposedly, I don't know, but whatever. With one glance, I could tell just what kind of occupation he held. That shoddy do-it-yourself hairstyle practically skirted shut up! Oh, and I suppose it was also because he was wearing an officer's uniform. Okay, thanks for getting to the point for once. Shouldn't that statement have come first?
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
No, it really isn't.
Hey, Nick! Do you think you figured out what I do?
Even I haven't figured that out yet. Are you sure you got a good look at her face? Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. In the case of humans, we have two of them. Yes, even you. I don't care if I have them or not. Did you, or did you not, get a clear look at her face?
That's what the witness was just about to get to.
Well, then maybe he needs to get to it!
I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning.
Well, then tell your witness to stop beating around the bush. Sustained. Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court. And please don't make me have to raise my voice. Exactly. Are you finished? I'd like to continue if that's alright with you. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. So you're sure you are not mistaken? Please, don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. I'm what you call a famous brand name product, while you are only a cheap imitation. There's no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made a mistake.
Well, of course!
Oh, ho, of course. Did you notice anything else of interest, witness?
The
only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one, but like a bunch of bananas. Yeah, I know. Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw.
That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick! He's gotta be lying about the bananas!
He could be, but there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. And what if it's not a lie?
Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and it was something else?
Exactly. Yep, that's what I think. If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think. If my client is innocent, there's no way he could have seen what he says he did.
Which means if we can somehow show he's lying...
Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right, she's got a sharp mind, but I just wish I could remember who she is.
Is everything okay, Nick?
Oh, it's not the... Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Oh, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Judge, you know what this is.
Isn't that the baseball glove?
What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's a... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness has bad eyesight. And by the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? How? What? You... Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden?
Your Honor, it's very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas.
Oh, bullshit. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. No, I don't. You're like those people who refuse to accept. And that is why I asked how bad your eyesight is. This game is awesome. Hey, Long, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Yeah. I would think so. Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then? Gee, I wonder. That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? Whoa, that happened. How about it, witness? I'm good, thank you. How are you? Not many people play this game, but I like it a lot. Oh, really? I guess I thought someone other than me would have been playing it. Well, yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. This is really my first time playing it. And, I already played the first game. I actually played the first game, probably about, I want to say maybe a couple of months ago. Because I finished it shortly before Persona 5 Strikers came out, and then I took a break from Phoenix Wright to play it. Just finished it yesterday, so I just started this game today. But yeah, it is a fun game. I did make one major mistake earlier when I first started, but that was me being stupid then. So hopefully I won't make too many more mistakes like that. At least not on something that was really so obvious. But yeah, welcome to the stream. My name is Luna Keyblade. I usually play JRPGs on this channel, but sometimes I do switch it up, but for the most part I do play Japanese games, whether they're RPGs or not. So I hope you'll enjoy watching my streams, and if you do like, you can leave a follow. There are a few Phoenix Wright games. Where in the world are you from? Am I hearing an American accent? Yeah, you are. I'm from Texas. You are an unrelenting evil man. You're like those people who rejected... Fine. Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness.
But the height difference is only 9 feet!
I wouldn't have guessed Texas. How long have you been a streamer? I want to say probably about a year. Maybe a little longer, because the first game I played was, actually maybe it was 2 years. The first game I played when I started seriously streaming was, Final Fantasy VIII Remaster, and that was around the time it came out. So maybe that is more closer to 2 years. I can't remember when that game came out. Yeah, but if he was nearsighted, it doesn't matter.
It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path.
Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next, in the moments after you witnessed the crime.
What happened next? The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been around 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. 6:45. Okay. They must have a lot of free time on their hands. They showed up within 10 minutes. So the person who was on the upper pass saw you and then ran away. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that that girl is the murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. She ran away just like that? Yes, she did. She saw me and flew the nest like the guilty bird she is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-rate education? Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get. We'll chalk it up to your amnesia, Phoenix. Don't worry about it right now. Anyway, if she ran away the instant she saw you, how could you tell it was my client? Eek!
The witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit.
That is true, this is true, Mr. Wright. I'm striking your question for the record. I've got to get more information out of him. The girl named... Immediately, huh? Immediately, as in... I said immediately. I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen, or did they not teach that at your pitiful school? You think people learn about how to call the police in college?
Hey, Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a sec.
Yeah, I think I know what she's getting at. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. Then I made the call. How do you know what time it was? That detective told me. You know which one I mean. The one with the jacket that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school. Hey, pal! I graduated from a pretty good, top-ranked college! I don't believe this. It doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. And if I am wrong, then that detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time. Whoa, you're just some lousy kid, who?
I think the court can see your point. Anyway, how did the police respond?
They must have a lot of free time on their hands, as they showed up within 7 minutes. 10 minutes, sorry. So you're saying that there were police on the scene by 7 o'clock p.m.? They got there before that, I think. There usually aren't many people in that area at that time of day. But suddenly, before I knew it, there were people crawling all over, gawking. It certainly says something about the morals of the people in this country. I can't find anything out of the ordinary in his testimony.
Why don't you take one more look at the court record?
Yeah, I guess I should. Okay, I'm gonna save before I do this, but I think I know the right answer. Yep, there we go. Mr. Wellington, could you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You told us you called at 6:45, so you took 17 minutes to call him. You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? No! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap.
The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed.
15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Ah! Mr. Wellington. Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question! Telephone, I mean... Spit it out! I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a matryoshka doll. Yeah, I probably butchered that pronunciation, but oh well. You must think you're really something special. Witness! I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it? Unbelievable, you lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. How is this guy still a judge? What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard that all geniuses bow to our tradition now? I don't... Okay, I'm done. Enough! Oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone?
Nick, that cell phone! Could it be?
You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Yeah, we're gonna question him further, but... Obviously. Mr. Wellington! Where is your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see.
Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his.
I still think it is. Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. hand wrote my cell phone number on the back. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you?
You can't just make outrageous claims like that! You do have some sort of proof, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. It's very simple. This is the evidence that backs up my claim. And yet again, you have presented this course with an obtuse, meaningless item. Huh? It's obtuse? And meaningless?
I'll get you all, Nick! Why do you think he wouldn't need to look for a phone in the first place?
Well, that's because I was looking at the evidence and it just hit me. I thought, hey, he really didn't have to look for a phone.
Then why don't you hurry up and present that piece of evidence?
Now, what was that piece of evidence again? Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. What? What is that? What's the corner? It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo?
Is there a problem with it?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No! It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you?
Ooh!
Order! Order!
What does reporting the crime a little late prove for the defense?
Really? The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back.
But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. Yeah, I think there may have been a reason for him to want to kill to get it back.
But if he wasn't looking for a cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else?
Was he? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? There is only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Was it this? Perhaps? Oh, that was just an idea I thought I'd throw out. Oh. Ouch. Oh, okay. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Well... Okay, let's see. I guess no. I'm afraid it's too early to say anything for sure at this time. I see. Mr. Payne, will we be hearing further testimony from the prosecution?
No, Your Honor. That is all.
Oh, crud. This witness has said that he saw the defendant commit the crime at the crime scene. While it is true that the witness was not wearing his glasses at the time, the court feels that since he was near the culprit, positive identification is possible. Which means... Aw, come on. Well, let me see what happens. What?!
Nick, you have to do something before it's too late!
I hereby close the cross-exam. Wait! As to the actions of Mr. Wellington during the 15-minute gap, the defense would like to propose an explanation.
I thought the defense had just finished proving that this couldn't be explained!
No, there is one possibility. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, blah 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 blah. Okay, fine. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said... Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Mr. Wellington! What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. Well, these are your glasses, aren't they? Oh, well, where did you find... Ah! I believe the court all heard about what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Or! No, wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer? Of course, and that is precisely what I am doing. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer.
Did you figure it out, Nick?
More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to the case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot.
Yeah! This is so exciting watching you work again.
Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Horror!
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's, the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, if an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is M-A-G-G-E-Y, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendants knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie? Maggie. That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before the trial. Oh, I forgot. Actually... was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? Yes. Oh. Almost picked the wrong answer. Yes, there was a way. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, you... How did you...
Your Honor! These questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And... she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone.
Beep. Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up so I can give this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie.
That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is M-A-G-G-E-Y, but the name that was written on the ground was M-A-G-G-I-E. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Eek! Or!
But Your Honor! The witness has no motive!
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. And Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright? Your Honor? Can you explain what motive this witness could have had? Yes. It's very simple, Your Honor.
Are you sure, Nick?
If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right?
Yeah, but...
Now then, please present to this court proof that the witness had a motive. I don't know what else it would be but this. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here! What is this? A list? These phone numbers are pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group.
What? Con artist?
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage! An invasion of privacy! Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder! You're one of those people! You're just like the cops who made that... Oh. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about! That is backwards. What's backwards? Ring. You think any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness!
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Claiming that is worse than murder. Oh, well, yeah, definitely. Isn't that obvious? The witness is... I would think a member of that group. Mr. Wellington has a beef with you. Hey Soup, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! It is very windy outside. Oh, really? All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. No! This is too much! That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. That police officer!
Your Honor!
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badge of the witness, and I just said this a moment ago!
Oh, gosh. You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please think about the content of that phone call!
Beep.
Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
The defendant...
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Byrne and get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone?
I think I have an idea why. That's a valid point. Why does what does the fence think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense.
Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box.
Yeah, if we think like that. Let's see. Maybe that slime ball saw something in the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well... I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh! The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic, is what you're saying. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform! Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking...
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Impressive! Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence! Evidence!
That guy's really creeping me out.
All you've been waving around talking about is a suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this, suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. That phone I lost. I've already found it! You don't even have the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton! What?! It feels good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor! This is bad. I can't let them turn their tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be. Maybe. This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor. I don't believe this. What are you talking about? What we are trying to determine is who that phone belongs to. Who cares about what phone numbers are stored on it? Besides, who knows? Maybe you went and added some of those numbers in yourself. The witness is quite right. I'm afraid I have to reject the defense's proposal. That jerk is back to his arrogant, annoying self again. Well, I guess it's the fingerprints then, but I don't know what that would prove since he wasn't the only one that handled it. I got it! We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone.
Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off!
Great. Oh boy. What?!
You said there was sand all over it, so...
Wiped it. I wiped it?
Pretty thoroughly, too.
It's so much fun watching Sundray trash bubble like morons amongst themselves. Ugh! Made a complete recovery. Phoenix is a sham! Yeah. You have to wonder why Wynn did that. I mean, this thing was evidence, so shouldn't he have left it alone? How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here. You see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the number stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. You erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington? What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you're too much! And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god! Now I remember! Man, we're back to this point. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. And now, on top of murder, you're gonna be charged with assault. Nice going. Nice going, dumbass. That too. Yes, that too, and theft. So that's when... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes?
Nick, we worked so hard to get this far, but...
Be thankful it wasn't the thinker, that's true.
If you don't do something quick, he's gonna get all scot-free!
I know. I know this phone has to be his. And being a liar. Well, I don't think we can charge that as a crime, but yeah, he's... Well, yeah, actually, I guess we can. Because he lied under oath, I guess. I don't know if that's a thing in Japanese court or not. I know it would be in American court. But I don't know if lying under oath is a thing in Japanese courts. This phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is. Your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. That will be all. I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Wellington is the one who made a mistake, yep. And I do believe I know what it is.
Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day. So please, bon appetit.
Did he say bon appetit? It's bon appetit. Whatever. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that? Please wait, Your Honor.
Alright, Nick.
I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything!
Your Honor! The cross-examination has already ended! Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness this morning in questions!
You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor! Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. You cannot prove everything. It's over for your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sure you're well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended!
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Oh.
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. Okay, I think it is this. So here's hoping I'm right, because I'm not getting a chance to save here. Here we go. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Okay. Judge's business card. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor. There is something very important about that card, and that is... I mean, that is common courtesy in Japan. Makes sense. It's just still funny that... I think I found it funny that it was put in court record, is all. Anyway, the back of the card. This card is important because of what is on the back.
You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but
that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone?
Huh? Right now? But court is still in session.
It's okay, you'll see.
Okay, if you say so.
Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... Ah! Okay, I was right. What? Why is my phone? And what is with the stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. Yeah. Yeah! No, 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 no! It can't! By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one! Oh gosh. Okay. Guess we'll be taken to the hospital first. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. How in excess was that? I know, right? Now imagine me trying to voice it.
Then, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding.
It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
I still think he was probably taken to the hospital first. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty, finally, gosh. And she's saluting again. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 8th, 2:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved for what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright.
I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this.
It's probably because of me.
Huh?
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures.
Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it?
Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building.
Yikes.
I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever gotten, experienced almost every kind of disaster.
Sheesh! This girl can't catch a break.
I never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe,
and then on top of all that, she lost her boyfriend. Sheesh.
My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters.
That is, pretty bad.
Up until now, I went to college and I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless.
Lady Luckless?
Oh, what's worse, that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me.
What do you mean?
When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help.
Oh, that's right. You were talking about this earlier.
It happened again recently, too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand, and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house.
Oh.
I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me.
That's not true!
That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see.
Everything is all my fault! Dustin's death, your head being all messed up! Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet.
I'm going to find a new life for myself, starting now. Next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir.
Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name.
You bet! I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess.
Baby steps, I guess. Yeah, that's the spirit.
Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks, you take care of yourselves too.
Ugh, what a horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy.
But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office.
I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? Oh, still doesn't have his memory completely back. Got it. What? I thought you said you got your memory back! At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past here in certain cases. But he's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. So he really is just that forgettable. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else. Nah, I think he's just that forgettable. And this girl, Maya?
You finally remembered.
This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. This isn't even his best trial. That's true. That's right, I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example...
Tanek, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you miss me.
Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages.
Oh? Well, I'm back now. So it's time for us to create new memories together.
Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. Payne has one in another game that is just beautiful. Oh, okay. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning.
Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint.
Okay, okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since you came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Oh. So, we're going back in time now. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout, the end. Okay. Okay, trophy earned, The Lost Turnabout. Truthfully, I think I have played the second game before, but it's been such a long time, I probably don't remember anything about it. I thought it was a really good way to explain having to do a tutorial again. Yeah, I agree. That was actually a very clever way of justifying a tutorial. But, yeah, I'm remembering things here and there as I go through the game, but I don't think I'm actually going to remember how to go through the cases themselves, so it's still kind of like I'm playing this blind. But I do remember her. I do remember this little girl here. But I'm not going to say who she is for anyone that doesn't know. A brand new episode's been added. Episode 2. I didn't catch the title of it. Okay, yeah, let's save. And I'm going to go and take a short break, so I'll be right back. Oh, reunion and turnabout, okay. So if there's anything you guys need to do, now would be a good time, and I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. Let's begin. Unless you think I should wait. Yeah, thanks. Unless you think I should wait and start episode 2 tomorrow. Cause I thought I would keep going until the actual next trial starts. But at the same time, I'm a little concerned about remembering everything I came up with. Then again, I guess that's what the court record's for. So I guess I could just go with my initial plan to go until it's time for the trial. What do you think? Your stream, Luna, and myself have about 10 minutes or so. Yeah, I think I'll just go until it's time for the next trial, because like I said, that's what the court record's for, to help me remember anything I might have forgotten. So, yeah, let's do it. That was no accident. What? I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Any? I finally get to see you again, and... It's not your fault. You didn't do it.
No, I did it. I killed that person.
But that wasn't you.
It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me.
Oh boy. Not again. I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess. Maya has a lot of bad luck. Yeah, I think her and Maggie need to talk about this. Have a conversation about each other's bad luck. Keep playing through my mind. Actually, basically all of Phoenix's clients tend to come back sooner or later. Ah, okay. June 16th, 3:34 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. What depressing rain. Do you understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun. That's what that girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve calling herself a weather girl? She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. Oh boy. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl. I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. That hair, though. I know, right? My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me never end up under his knife. Yeah, I think so. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting! Yes, we heard you. Yes, I heard you. I agree, it's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse! It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. hold on a minute. You're telling me one nurse mixed up the medications for 14 patients. That is criminal negligence, yeah, but I also have trouble believing she could do it for that many patients. And malpractice, yeah. I'm just wondering how she could do it for that many patients all at once. Assuming that we're talking about all at once, we may not be, I don't know. And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me, and this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash! Crunch! Instantly transforming her car into the accordion model. Okay. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows we were talking about. Wait, we're talking about something that happened a year ago? Okay. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now, I'm just going to say this once. Tabloids talk about the same stories on a loop. True. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me! I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic! You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent! You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey, you know this girl, correct? Maya, why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. I think you've got that backwards, but okay. Well, yes, I mean... Hey, wait a second here! I worked under her?! Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked a few trials together. But she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. Well, what? Wait, I'm not... She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? A channeling! I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed! Oh. Maya, I wonder what she's up to right now.
We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It is because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
That's what she told me. I guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. Not counting training, this will be our first time channeling a spirit. So she gave me one condition before accepting my request. Condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me? And that is why I've searched you out. Why does he keep making that face? You want to see her too, don't you? Aw, yeah, that's sweet. But I still wonder why he's making that face. And so, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. June 19th, 1:25 p.m. Korean Village. So this is Korean Village, Maya's hometown. Well, why, hello there. What an odd little girl.
Hey, wait up, Pearly!
Someone else is coming this way.
Nick!
Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again.
Wow! I didn't think you'd really show up!
It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away.
Well, maybe I exaggerated. Just a little.
It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I'd have visited more.
No! You're not allowed! I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself.
You didn't bring any cheeseburgers, did you? I guess we'll see. Oh, well... Anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear a train is going well for you. Looks like you finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon.
But this case, do you know the messy story behind it?
Behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And, to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident.
Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway?
The tabloids.
Of course. That's what I thought.
I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick! I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me.
Yeah, I guess so. So, this is your hometown, huh, Maya?
Yep!
Do I have anything in the court record right now? Nope, just my badge.
Korean Village, but I've heard people call this place Medium Valley, too.
Oh, right. Interesting. So, everyone that lives here is a spirit medium?
Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think.
That's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong.
Actually, only the women of this village are mediums.
So, what do the men do?
They usually work someplace outside the village.
It's better than being a spirit well done. That's true. Okay, the girl earlier. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her?
Oh, you mean Pearly?
Pearly?
Pearl Faye. She's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly.
Cousin. Wait, then that means... Is she also a...
Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling.
I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier.
Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that...
If a suspicious looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious looking?
Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters.
Oh, of course not. Where could she be? Who, Pearl or her aunt?
Pearly is my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town.
Pearl is a small medium at large? I guess so.
She doesn't know much about the world outside of Korean Village.
Aunt?
Pearly's mother is my aunt. Duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I've got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers.
Alright, good luck, Maya.
Thanks!
Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. Let's examine this stuff a bit. It's an old-style phone booth. I can't say it fits with this area too well. My cell phone doesn't get reception up here, so who knows, I may need it later. An old bus stop. It says Korean Village on the signpost. The buses seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come 3 times a day. Just a sec. Just a minute, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to go see what the dog was barking about. Always burgers. Ramen. Yep. I guess burgers. It's ramen in the Japanese version, right? Isn't it? The buses seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come 3 times a day. Yeah, makes sense. Although, you have to wonder how they could get away with saying this isn't Japan when you're looking at this place. A giant rock that seems to be reaching for the sky. Its origins are written on a beat-up old sign. It looks like this giant rock is called the Korean Boulder. There's a really complex explanation written here, but long story short, it's a big stone for spirits to live in, or something like that. Makes me think of Big Hero 6. Good point. I love that movie, by the way. That was a good movie. Rustic, thatch-roofed houses where the other villagers lived outline the street. They're nowhere near as large or as nice as the manor in front of me. It's kind of odd that I don't see any of the other villagers walking around, though. Alright, I guess we'll head on in. The biggest, most elegant of the buildings I can see from here. This is Fey Manor, the place Maya calls home. It's easy to be overwhelmed by its presence. Okay, now we'll go in. Meditation room. June 19th, Fey Manor, meditation room. Aw, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again! It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. Maybe that was applying to where we live, though, and not here? I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves! Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. But anyway, this is a splendid manor. No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, so... I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you, too. Thank you. Guide map, Fey Manor. A diagram of Fey Manor. Guide map added to the court record. Today's channeling. What are you going to do once the nurse's spirit has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. Yeah, sure. I'm sure that'll work out. I'm sure that'll work out splendidly. Yeah. Signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. "1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry, and I apologize for being negligent." That's what I'll have her write. With a confession, the rain fall on my soul can finally stop. Oh, I see. You're really not gonna point out why that won't work? Oh well. So, how'd you hear about Maya Fey? The message turned out to be, "Ravioli, ravioli, please give me the formoloni." I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the cult at the college. That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Korean School of Channeling. The home, huh? And Miss Maya is the daughter of the master right here. Master? Anyway, do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her? Okay. Let's go, I guess. Channeling chamber, winding way. Oh, let's go to the channeling chamber, I guess. June 19th, Fey Manor channeling chamber. Wow, it's a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights. I guess they're candles. Gee, you think? Good sir, who might you be? Work calls. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Thanks. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? Is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay. Nice name. Nice to meet you. I had wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you asked too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me you have already forgotten. That, what was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistant? You assistants, you would surely not have won. First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? The past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Thank you. So, why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir! Yes! How dare you be so rude, disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. Only one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Korean channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she could never become the master of the Korean school. So, how strong are you? It is a shame, however, I will admit. I cannot even begin to compare the loneliness of my power to the Master's. So, that's how it is. So, today's channeling will be our first. Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong. It is usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident indeed. The channeling will take place here in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. So, this room is the channeling chamber? The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you mind if we observe the session. Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Uh-oh. The secrets of the Korean techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. That never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It is also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Oh, that's what the lock is for. Oh, yes.
I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir.
Pearl?
She is an adorable, angelic young girl.
Oh, that odd...
She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say?
What a cute daughter you have.
A pure heart that knows not of the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request.
Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyway.
I must insist and stress that you not let it occur.
Okay, I get it. Sheesh. This folding screen is really showing its age. All of its edges are a bit tattered. The lettering is fading too. I think I recognize a few of the characters on here. Kurian. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. Maybe I'll ask Maya about it later. I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface. And some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement.
Good sir! I wonder if you would please not touch the sacred objects. Those objects are being offered to the spirits. If you were to touch them, good sir, they would become cursed. Yes, cursed.
She really didn't have to talk down to me. I'm not that much of an idiot. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. The straw on the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. The meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. There is a giant iron lock where the handle is. It feels like a curtain that separates the normal world from the spirit one. Okay, meditation room. And then let's check out the Winding Way. June 19th, Fay Manor, Winding Way. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? It looks a little out of place in a garden like this. Looks like there's a room over there too. A peaceful feeling is emanating from it. It's a really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. It looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting, so time to move on. Really? It looks pretty cracked. I'd think that would be of interest, but okay. A splendid garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. It's a bit small to walk around in, although that incinerator piques my curiosity. It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this, so every family has to burn their own trash. Side room, okay. June 19th, Fay Manor, side room. So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There is bedding spread out on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. There's bedding spread out on the floor. Is that someone sleeping in one over there? She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break and catching some Z's. If I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to not disturb her sleep. It's a decorative wooden bear sculpture. That's a bear? Oh, okay, I see now. There's a plate attached to the base. Kurian Village, the heart of channeling. What the? It's a souvenir. So, does this mean it's easy to spot bears here? And for them to spot you? It's a small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. If I had one of these in the office, it would end up as storage space. But here, it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. Well, I guess that's all to look at here. Oh, nope, this is the first time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. From here, I can see the winding way and the little garden in the courtyard. Okay, now I think that's everything. Hey, you! Hold on now! This gal's got a few questions to ask. Is this a... I'm sure I've heard that... Yeah, I had a feeling that's who it was. I'm sure I've heard that southern accent somewhere before.
Oh, well, I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix Wright. How you been? Haven't seen you in, what, a year?
You are, lot of heart. You're a lot of heart, right?
Bingo! I'm the one and only paranormal photographer, lot of heart.
So I guess you're still at it? Being a photographer, I mean?
Of course! And today I'm gonna give myself a real scoop, you wait and see. Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The channeling's about to get started.
Is it that time already?
We all should hurry and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on!
A lot of heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too. Does she really think we're going to be allowed in? Oh well, guess we'll find out. June 19th, Fay Manor Meditation Room.
We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya and honored guest, please proceed into the channeling chamber.
With this, I can finally swat all those pesky flies, once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, I sure would.
Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started.
Finally! Let's go! Click.
Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny! Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the heartland. Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the heartland. What are you? This is Korean village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Ugh. Sorry.
Wow, she shut Lotta up. Now that's impressive.
Now then, let us wait. Hey now! What was that just now?
It came from inside the channeling chamber.
Hey, that's a gunshot! Excuse me? I've heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I'd bet my afro on it.
Maya! Maya's in there! Ask Morgan what to do. Miss Faye, what should we do?
Yo, Bill, chicken liver! What are you waiting for? Kick it down already!
But the key... That key is one of a kind. In this world, there is only that one. Even I am powerless to open that door. There's really no other way. Alright. Stand aside. I'm going to break the door down.
Wait, please! That's such a recklessness! Yeah, now that's what I call being a man!
Slam! Sorry to say, are we gonna be able to get open? Dr. Gray! Lotta, really? I was murdered. Maya? That man murdered me. So I killed him. What? Lotta, at a time like this?
Times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya?
Step away from there! Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, hurry before there are more victims here.
Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to the granny.
June 19th, Korean Village. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here, so I ended up using the phone booth to call the police.
And?
They're on their way.
Oh, that's good. Lotta, I saw a genuine mysterious phenomenon.
She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on.
Hey, mister. That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she?
Oh yeah. Lotta doesn't know that when Maya is shambling, her whole physical appearance changes.
Then again, what the hell, the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then.
Lotta, what do you know about Dr. Gray?
Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation.
Really?
I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like a wet sheep.
I sorta got the same impression myself.
He's real controlling. Soon as his nurse or patients don't do what it says, he starts a-hollering. Must have been real rough to work for him.
June 19th, Fay Manor Meditation Room.
Aw, Mr. Wright.
Miss Fay, how's, Mystic Maya?
She has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful.
Let me see her, please!
She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery.
Guess I just have to wait. The police are here! Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again? What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe?
It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal.
Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me?
Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Gumshoe?
Wow. My name isn't Gumshoe. The two of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. The door that leads to the channeling chamber, the place where spirits and people meet. The iron in the door is tempered, making it very solid. It looks like there is a strong lock on this door to top it off. Someone with a lot of skill wrote these 4 Chinese characters with a brush. Is that Chinese? I'm not sure. Oh look, here's a translation. Once in a lifetime. Its message is people should value their ghostly meetings as once-in-a-lifetime chances. A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's one in English. It says, 100 ways to save money. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. This door leads out to the winding way. The weather outside looks really nice. June 19th, Korean Village. She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta?
God, don't let it be me next!
Hey, don't scare me like that.
What do you mean? You're the one scaring me! If I wasn't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine!
Sheesh. Okay. Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you?
Nah, well, maybe one thing.
What is it?
Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing.
Huh? What?
Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you. It's just too much, I say.
What is too much?
Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm going to try being a celebrity photographer now.
Going after photos more within your reach from now on? More glamour, less score? What's up?
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
I took some hot pictures earlier.
Huh?
Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside.
Ah, she did. 2 even.
The Seance murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story.
Lotta.
Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to cut and run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century.
Okay. I don't know who's scarier, Lotta or the spirits. And why does it feel like we've been through this before? Probably because we have. And it probably won't be the last time. Okay. Guess I'll see what I'm doing here. If anything. June 19th, Fay Manor Channeling Chamber. The police are busily running here and there. And I don't see Maya anywhere. Aha! You! Don't touch anything! Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one that could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But Maya is... You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. And yet, something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead. But it was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. Pardon? A knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, then it was shot. Okay. Okay, guess that's all I can't do in examining around here. June 19th, Fay Manor, side room. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier.
Like, how can I help you?
That is,
like, so isn't it about time to start?
Huh? Time to start what?
You know, like the channeling.
Channeling? Oh! No, actually, the situation has kind of changed.
Huh? Like, what do you mean?
Please stay calm, but there has been a murder.
So like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right?
Yes, a person has killed another person.
Oh, that's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's totally a bummer.
Yeah, for all that effort, that's all she had to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Eeny Minnie.
Oh, Lord.
At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology.
Parapsychology?
That's right. I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something. Like, supernatural phenomenon, ESP, and psychic powers, that sort of stuff.
That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. So, what brings you here today?
So, I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium?
Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place.
'Cause, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing.
I see. Then why were you taking a nap here?
Like, I wasn't feeling good.
Huh?
I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they served for lunch.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun. I've never heard of anyone being allergic to sesame seeds. Oh well.
So I, like, felt sick and came in here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time.
So, you were sleeping here the entire time?
Yeah, ever since lunch.
So, you don't know anything about the murder that took place?
Like, what? Oh, that. I, like, totally know nothing. So, who was, like, you know, killed?
The surgeon that requested channeling, Dr. Gray. Okay. That was a reaction. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right?
I don't know any Dr. Gray.
Excuse me? Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier?
Huh? Well, like a long, long time ago, I was, like, a patient, yeah?
She sounds like she's trying to hide something. Yeah, but that's all she's going to tell us, I guess. June 19th, Fay Manor, Winding Way. There's no one here, as usual. Ah! Hey, how are you? You're a Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's that? She's got in her hand. I've seen it somewhere before. Well, what is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Great. June 19th, Fay Manor, Meditation Room.
Oh dear, madam, you have such impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz?
Alright everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm going to give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation is not going to be done until real late.
That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fay Manor tonight.
Thanks. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. And I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. June 20th, 8:02 a.m. Fay Manor Meditation Room. Morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP. June 20th, 10:34 a.m. Detention Center Visitors Room.
Nick!
Maya!
What am I going to do? I never imagined it would turn out like this.
Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here, in this detention center.
I finally get to see you again, and...
It's not your fault. You didn't do it.
No, I did it. I killed that person.
But that wasn't you.
It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak, and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so...
I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but...
You don't have to be nice to me. I understand.
So, you're the master or something of the Korean School of Channeling?
Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will someday.
But many people think that channel isn't real, so it's all just an act. That's all just an act.
You believe in us, don't you?
Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Maya's channeling a spirit, not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time, too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so... Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber?
I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him.
Okay.
We closed our eyes, and I began the channeling.
This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story.
And that's the last thing I remember.
What?
After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness.
Then you don't remember a single thing?
When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream.
A dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling?
I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It went something like that.
I see. I have no idea what to say to that.
There was a really familiar smell, too.
Under the ground?
Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I smelled that same scent before.
I guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay?
Huh? It? What is it?
The document requested me to be your attorney, of course.
But...
What's wrong?
Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer.
No one's decided that yet.
But I did. I killed that person with these 2 hands.
That's enough, Maya.
It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure.
Stop it!
Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared.
Don't worry, I will. When is the trial?
It sounds like tomorrow.
As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now.
Wait. This jewel. This is called the Magatama. It's a magical charm and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers.
Maya's Magatama, slightly translucent. It's small, but it has a deep, profound aura about it. Magatama received from Maya. Well, I guess I'll have to head back now. Let's see, head to Korean Village. June 20th, Korean Village. I have to save Maya, no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? June 20th, Fay Manor Meditation Room. The meditation room nurtures all mediums young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. But it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. June 20th, Fay Manor, Winding Way. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school? Oh, yeah, could be. Then again... June 20th, Fay Manor, Side Room.
Oh, hey! Like, you're that guy from yesterday. The, dentist guy.
No, I'm a lawyer.
That's right. Mr. Smith, Esquire.
That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is Wright.
Smith, Wright? Well, I got, like, 3 letters at least.
Okay. I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here?
So, like, I study this thing called parapsychology at college, and...
You told me about that yesterday. The sesame allergy, too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today.
Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. Like, it's really...
That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again?
If Laud ever wanted another genuine, mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. So, why are you still here today?
Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here.
Like what?
Like, the medium's training, or, like, how they inherit their spiritual power.
I suppose. This village is the real thing, after all.
So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer.
She sure seems like the carefree type, at least on the surface. Have you heard about the murder?
It's, like, totally scary.
She says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow, I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray.
I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday, too.
That's right. Her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right?
I don't know any Dr. Gray.
Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier?
Huh? Well, like a long, long time ago, I was like a patient, yeah?
Okay, she's definitely hiding something from me.
Like, is something wrong?
Cause this wasn't here yesterday. Now where did this box come from? I'm sure this wasn't here last night. Looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. Okay. You left the blanket a mess. Are you going to fold it?
Like, I had a really good nap, and like, I was thinking of leaving it like that, so like, it's all set for tonight.
Okay.
Isn't it cute? I like totally bought that.
Ah, so it's yours, huh?
Yeah, so like this village is really famous for like channeling and bears.
Wait, famous for bears?
But it's like, okay. If you ever, like, see a bear, you just play dead and they, like, leave you alone.
Is that right?
Yeah, 'cause, like, fighting back is totally of no use.
Has she actually tried to fight one? I don't know. June 20th, Fay Manor, Channeling Chamber. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two.
Oh, Mr. Wright.
Good morning.
I am on my way to go meet Mystic Maya, and I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue and jaw droppingly large strawberry desserts.
I'm sure Maya will be very grateful.
That's Mystic Maya, good sir!
She is one scary lady.
Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I.
I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too while I have the chance. I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday.
Do you mean that awful tragedy? That man murdered me, so I killed him.
Maya?
Step away from there! Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police.
What happened here in this room after I left?
Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head.
To make her go unconscious, correct?
That is correct. Next, I performed a spirit severing technique.
Spirit severing technique?
The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world.
I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. Probably not, sadly. By the way, what is this room exactly?
The channeling chamber. This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday.
What do you mean?
Sometimes when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday.
Revolt? But how?
When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and herself steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir.
But isn't that extremely dangerous?
An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit.
But Maya, I mean Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling.
And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I am grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident.
And that would be...
that folding screen there. It is the Korean Sacred Writings. Along with the Korean Sacred Urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one... Oh, the humanity!
Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. So, how is Pearl today?
Mr. Wright.
Yes?
In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master.
That's very impressive.
Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy and is the pride of the Branch family.
Wow, she's really fired up now.
In any case,
Our world is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? Well, I know I probably still have more investigating to do, but I think this is where I'm going to end the stream for the night. So, I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream, and I should be back tomorrow to continue playing Phoenix Wright Justice for All. So I hope I'll see you then, and as always, you can follow my YouTube channel, link below, to see my past streams, and you can also follow my Twitter account, link below, to be notified when I go live. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream, and if you will stick around, I'll be dropping a host. Let's see who is available tonight. Let me go and save while I do that too. Let's see. Who do I want to host tonight? Let's see, We'll host Daisuke Sensei, who's playing Resident Evil Code Veronica. So I hope you'll stick around for that, and I will see you tomorrow. I hope you all have a great night, and take care, everyone. Bye.